Good morning, Master. How did you sleep? Yes, I heard you turning on last night. I told you not to drink coffee before you go to bed, but did you listen to me? Don't blame me. After all, I did warn you. You expect me to wrestle a cup of coffee out of my master's hands? I don't want to get burned, thank you. I remember all the times I had to wrestle stuff out of your hands before, and it would always end with me having to do an early laundry day. And last night I was not in the mood for that. The only reason I drink coffee at that hour is because I have duties to attend to after you've gone to sleep. You're not the only person in this house I serve after all, or have you forgotten that in your sleep deprivation? All right, get out of bed now. There's no use lounging about all day, you have a very tight schedule. Yes, what a cruel world this is to have you wake up. I'm sure those less fortunate than you would agree. I'm not complaining, you and the rest of the inhabitants of this house treat me quite well. I was just remarking to myself the same thing you remark every morning. Perhaps you wouldn't be so pessimistic if you started off your morning with something other than a complaint. Oh, there are many ways to start a morning, Master. Barring asking me how my day's going, because that would just be inappropriate. You could ask me what the chefs are cooking. You could ask me how the garden is blooming. You could even ask me how the others in this estate are faring, considering you're always the last to get up despite being the oldest. Merely an observation, Master. No need to get so upset. Thank you for finally getting out of your covers. Why don't you take a seat over there and I'll pick out your suit for today. Yes, it does have to be a suit. You have lots of people you're meeting with and you need to look your best. Honestly, half the time I feel like your mother rather than your maid. I'm talking about the part where I have to coddle you, not the part where I serve you. God forbid your poor mother serve you. You'd dig her into an early grave. I know. Don't mention your parents. Well, if you'd rather not talk about them, stretch out your arms so I can start taking your clothes off. Thank you kindly. You know, you really should get an older member of staff to be helping you with this. Because I'm an unmarried female helping someone of a similar age get changed. It's quite inappropriate. No, I do not care. We've grown up since we were little, and it's not like I haven't seen this all before. But I still thought you'd care more for your privacy. Well, at least you change your own underwear. You aren't completely incompetent. What, are you going to tell me off? I thought you said you preferred it when I was frank with you. You know, the other maids have been praising you quite a lot lately. I say praise with a bit of a doubt, because they don't actually know you. They just know you scored that big deal the other day with... Honestly, I can't remember all these counts and lords and ladies and countesses. Count. I'm not even going to attempt to say that name. No. As I said before, I don't care for other languages. It's not like I'll ever be going or speaking to people from those countries, so what's the point of me learning it? It'll just be a waste of brain space. Woe is me and all that. Even if you were sent to another country, you and I both know I would always be accompanying you. God forbid you choose anybody else to accompany you. That is a loose threat and you know it. Really then, perhaps you'd care to tell me about any other threat you've gone through with in the past? But that wasn't towards me, was it? That was towards one of your cousins. There's rumors you'll be marrying one of them, actually. Don't give me that face, it's a common practice. All you have to do is say no. I know how much you despise them. Instead of questioning me about my love life, I'd prefer it if you stood up so I could put on your trousers. Thank you kindly. But to answer your question, no. There is nobody I'm currently interested in. I'd have to get your approval to date, after all. Just because you say you give me my blessing regardless does not mean that I can go ahead and do as I wish. I may be bringing shame upon the family if I did that. And we both know how quickly your father would insist on firing me. Even if you are lord of this manor, he is still the head of your household. And the only reason you're able to stay in this house is because of him. So please do not put your neck out on a fool's errand. The flattery is appreciated, but I still stand by what I said. Don't tell me you started to lose your mind and think you could oppose him. You should not speak like that of your family. Let's just put this topic to rest, shall we? Before either of us get a migraine. I have to ask, though, have you been eating correctly? You've lost quite a bit of weight. I'm not joking. We're going to have to ask the tailor to take in your trousers again. All that horse riding must be paying off. Forgive me if I don't see how sitting down on the back of an animal could count as a sport, as majestic as it looks. I was referring to the horse, though I won't finish my sentence, actually. I'm sure you're smart enough to fill in the blanks. Raise your chin so I can tie your tie. I don't care if it's redundant, I need you to lift your chin. You can't be offended that I'm treating you like a child when you act like one. I still have to direct you to do all these things. I know several other heads of households who do not need me to direct them like this. Of course I don't serve any others. I'm just saying hypothetically if I were to switch. That was another hypothetical. I am not going to switch jobs. God forbid I miss out on the paycheck here. No, it is not just the paycheck. I'm fairly certain I would struggle to find such a kind boss as yourself, and I'd rather not take my chances, even if it means I wouldn't be taking care of someone who's still in diapers. If you don't want me to believe that, then why don't you start acting like it? Putting your arms out yourself, are you? Well, that's a step in the right direction. There you go. I believe this suit jacket suits you quite well. That is all, correct? Yes. At your request, the chef has made some of his more experimental dishes for you to try. I've made sure that it's being served with Earl Grey, so it will lessen the impact. And there'll be a bucket nearby in case it's one of his failures. Do not give me that look. I'm often the taster for his menu, so I know what would be good and what would be bad. Now hurry along. We can't dawdle in getting ready. You have a long day ahead of you.